るかな。まあ、とりあえずじゃあからで検索してみて。
Black coffee, thanks. No sugar. I'm sweet enough as it is.
はあ、どうでもいいクリップだったな。
A mobile phone? Yeah. Well, they have one for the glaziers, but it's only for work.
これはサイモンの話かな。
I don't remember the number. Oh, it's in the kitchen. I saw it plugged into its charging cradle.
携帯は失踪時に持ち出されていなかったと。ゴミ収集車とか公衆電話とかでも一応検索かけてみる？公衆電話は1件。ゴミ収集車は？あ、これに至ってはない。ないってことはないと思うんだけど。あれ？ゴミ収集車の話あったんだけどな。ひらがなだったかな？あ、ひらがなだったんだ、ゴミが多分。タクシーでも検索してるはずだよね。だから溢れたのを検索していくか。溢れてんのは、まあ、サイモンは当然溢れるわな。あ、エリックでも溢れてる。エリック・サイモンでどう？エリック・サイモンで絞れない？結構絞れるな。8個のクリップ。何個絞れたんだ？エリックで14個あったのがエリック・サイモンで8になった。6件減ったってことね。
Okay. I parked up on the street. It was busy, so I had to park
これ
down
は
the
グ
end
ラ
of
ス
the
ゴーに行った
road.
時だ。
Walked up, knocked on the door, no answer. I took my keys out of my bag and unlocked the door. The main lock was unlocked. You can tell because the key doesn't turn when you try to turn it to the left. I walked in. Simon's coat wasn't on the peg. I couldn't see his shoes in the shoe rack. I shouted out. I walked straight into the kitchen because he usually sits in there to have a cup of tea and read his
失踪した
paper.
時だ。
But he wasn't there. I touched the kettle. It was cold. I looked quickly in the living room. Nothing. So I walked upstairs to the bedroom and he wasn't there. I didn't search for him because it was pretty clear he wasn't there. I had a shower. The phone rang whilst I was in the shower. I didn't answer it. I think it was Eric. Then I was just exhausted. So I lay down on the bed and I fell asleep, though I didn't mean to. I woke up a couple of hours later and I was surprised to see
なんと
no
な
one
く
in
だ
the
け
bed
ど
next
双
to
子の
me.
入れ替わり殺人トリックかなと思ってしまうけどな。
That's when Eric called again. This time I spoke to him. Then I called Doug and Eleanor.
ダグとエレ
I
ノア。
couldn't see you. Eleanor?
初めての人物だ。
Okay. I parked up on the street. It was busy, so I parked down the end of the road. I walked up to the house. I knocked on the door.
これ
No
同じビデ
answer.
オ。
I took my keys out of my bag, unlocked the door. The main lock was unlocked. I could tell because the key wouldn't turn when I tried to turn it to the left. I walked in. Simon's coat wasn't on the peg. I couldn't see his shoes on the shoe rack. I shouted out for him. I walked straight into the kitchen. He usually sits in there to have a cup of tea.
これ同じビデオかもしれん。
He wasn't there. I touched the kettle. It was cold. I looked quickly into the living room. Nothing. I walked upstairs to the bedroom. He wasn't there. I didn't search for him because it was pretty clear he wasn't there.
え？
Then I had a shower. Whilst I was in the shower, the phone rang. I think it was Eric, his boss. I didn't answer it. Then I came out and I was just exhausted. So I lay down on the bed and I fell asleep, but I didn't mean to. I woke up a couple of hours later and I was surprised to see no one in the bed next to me. And then I remembered where I was and what had happened. That's when Eric called again. I spoke to him. Then I called Simon's parents.
あ、やっぱ
And
違
then I
う
decided
の
to
か
come。see you. That enough?
なんかだから証言が怪しいから繰り返させてるんだ多分。ってことはダグとエレノアっていうのはサイモンの両親のことなんだなきっと。
And the Glaziers. I worked there some weekends and Simon had a part-time job there too. That was Eric's generosity. He was always good at helping out other people's children. Simon was quiet, more thoughtful than the other boys.
サイモンとの出会いだ
Even
な
then,
多
he
分。
had a sense of craftsmanship. Wasn't always rushing stuff. Boys that age are just running around like headless chickens most of the time. You know? Plus, he had that look. He looked like a fairy tale
へえ、
prince.
かっこいい人だったんだ。まあ積極的じゃない花が積極的になるぐらいなんだもんね。こっからさらに絞っていくにはどうすればいいかってことだよね。エリック・サイモン、口論とか入れてみる？出ない。仕事とかは？出ない。エレノアとかも入れてみる？1件しか出ない逆に。エレノアだけに一応入れてみるか。結構あるな。
Yeah. I've been round to Doug and Eleanor's and
あ、やっ
they're
ぱ
very
りない。
worried. I feel sorry for them.
入れ墨が。だからこの人と違う人なんだ。どっちがどっち？白い服の人はイブだと思うんだけど、こっちは花なのか？ちょっともう一回見ていい？
Yeah. I've been round to Doug and Eleanor's and they're very worried. I feel sorry for them.
やっぱり2人いるんだ、女の人が。ほんでまあ入れ替わりながらサイモンと付き合ってて。
I hoover, I dust every week. Maybe less. I once asked Eleanor how often I should dust and she said, if people ask, tell them you do it once a week. But every few weeks is okay. I think she was just trying to make me feel better. I mean, when I was there, she was hoovering every day. You know, ran an ordered house. You know how that generation is, putting on a brave front.
この人も多分花さんの方だな。
She has secret stashes of cigarettes. Doug doesn't even know she smokes. When I was there, I saw her. She has these sort of porcelain vases, ornamental, next to the Reader's Digest books. Cigarettes inside. And she still has them. I mean, last time I was there, I looked in a vase. There was a fresh pack. I mean, all those years of marriage. And she still has a secret.
いやいや、気づいてるって。気づいて黙認してるだけだと思うけどな。
1984
1984年
was an awful year in the end.
10年前か。
We were living at Doug and Eleanor's. I lost the baby at the end of spring and my parents died in the summer. It was a hot summer, a heat wave. So when they discovered the bodies, it was just awful. Because of the circumstances, them dying together like that, they brought in a lot of police. A forensic entomologist. I had to look that up. It was because of the heat. It was just awful.
ご両親が1984年に亡くなった。ダグとエレノアはサイモンの両親なんだよね。混乱してきた。
Yes. I speak with Eleanor at least once a day. Not that there's anything much to say. It's more just...
何をしとるんじゃこの人は。ダーグファーじゃなくてダーグでも入れてみる。そうするとさっきの消えるでしょ。全部見れた。これ長袖の人が怪しいな。
I speak to Doug and Eleanor every day. They say you've been asking a lot of questions about me. Should I be worried? Am I a suspect?
はあ、いや容疑者たる人だと思うけどね、この人は。容疑者でも検索してみるか。これは3件。
Okay. So you want to eliminate me as a suspect?
短いな。
That should eliminate me as a suspect. If I
これ
was
は
in
グラスゴー
Glasgow,
の話した時だね、多分。
can't be in two places at once.
でも実際にはこれで容疑者から外れないわけだよね。2人いるわけだから。これ双子とかで、そうそう、このゲームね、別になんかザッピングとかと違うから、好きな単語入れられるのよね、別に。双子とかで検索してみる？はあ、3件見つかるじゃないの。
Twins? Really? Are you really asking me that question?
この時は双子であること隠してたんだ。
Are you out of your mind? Twins?
なんかまた私が映ったな。これが映る時ってなんか重要キーワードを入れてる時なのかな、もしかして。今私どんぐらい映像見たの？データベースチェッカーさんお願いします。結構見てないんだ。こんなもん。そうですか。半分もいってないんじゃないかな。
There were always princes and princesses. They were the special people, more important than the other characters in their
意
stories.
外と王子とかでも
We
出てく
knew
るのかな。
we were like that. Twins. Magical. We were the
もう
princesses.
双子って認めてるわ。
We had a poster of Princess Diana from the newspaper up in our attic. Had a pride of place. And underneath we used to put all our special things. When her engagement was announced, we were obsessed with everything she did. And later, when her life went so bad, we felt for her. Her divorce last year just kind of drew a line under things.
何が重要な話なのか分かんなくなってくるな。そうだ、時計って重要でしょ、きっと。時計は絶対重要なキーワードだよ。ただ余計なのがいっぱい出てくるかもな。そうでもない。
It happened very quickly. We hardly had to talk to each other. We agreed almost silently. The baby was what mattered. We'd help each other. We cleaned up. We bagged up the broken mirror, her clothes. They're gone. We took him down to the cellar. We,
おいおいおい、これ超重要じゃん。
and we wanted the body to be found later. We wanted to have suspicion on us, so we could then disprove it, rather than have it linger. Better to keep the body in the house than risk being seen with it. The watch, that was my touch, to make sure the alibi stuck.
7月3日の時点ではもう罪を認めてるんだ。あれ、音楽前からこんなんだっけ？死体ボディって言ってたね。6個見つかってる。 いやでも1個はあれでしょ、さっき見たやつでしょ多分。なんか地下室とか打てば多分そうだよね。はいはいはいはい。
The bruise. I have a really fast metabolism, so stuff like that just comes and goes.
あ、ここら辺で双子って気づくんだね多分。
I don't know if there's much more that I can tell you that I haven't already told the other policeman. I found the body.
うん？死体を見つけた。ああ。地下室にあった死体を自分で見つけたって報告したのかなこの人は。
It was after dinner. I'd spoken to Sam's parents on the phone. I looked up for an early night and I suddenly had this thought. I think it was something his mum had said. She'd been speaking about old stuff, sad stuff, about when we lived there, about the baby. There's some boxes in the cellar, nursery stuff, stuff we never needed, and I never had the heart to
な
throw
るほど。
out.
それを探しに行ったところ
I
で
suddenly remembered that when I'd looked down there the week before, those
死
boxes,
体を見つけたと。
that pile was in the wrong place. I went cold all over. I went down there with a torch and went straight to the back, and that's when I saw the bin bags. Pulled them open, saw the body. I screamed, and that's when I called the police.
なるほど。いやもうだいぶ事件の全容は分かってきたぞ。ビデオはまだ全然開いてないけど。
His body didn't look real. And his throat. It looked like his throat had been cut. And I didn't see his glasses. There's these
あ、
thick.
サイモンってメガネかけてるんだ。その情報知らなかったな。
It doesn't always wear.
これはまたなんか歌うのか。
Really? Okay.
いやここもなんか言われてみると確かに変だよな。あーの曲の残りか。だってご主人の死体が見つかった後でしょ。こうはならんやろ。これまた結構長いだろうな。今さ金色金髪って歌詞にあったけどこれはブロンドじゃ引っかからないんだ。ということは検索は英語じゃなくて日本語テキストベースなんだな。まあ当然といえば当然だけど。これだから日本語の方が難しくなってないかゲーム。拍手しとる場合か。
Anything you sing may be used as evidence against you.
だってさ子供用品とか赤ちゃんとかっていやでもむしろ検索が絞りやすくなってるから日本語でやった方が簡単なのか。赤ちゃんとか 子供とかで日本語だと分かれるからね。ベイビーでも。赤ちゃんで検索してみるか。いやでも結構時間が経ってるっていう話だから、このデータベースからが実際にこの撮影された時からこのデータベースを私が見てるこの現在までの間に時間が経ってるって話だから、もしかしたらこの時生まれた赤ちゃんが自分がどういう経緯で生まれてるのかっていうのを確かめるために検索してるのかもしれないね。
We spent the wedding night in a hotel in Brighton. It would have been too much to do more. We were saving for the baby. It was wonderful to be in a hotel, away from home, just alone together. Since then, we've always tried to get away for our holiday.
旅行に行ってたんだ。3人で事実上3人で行ってるっていうことだよね。
We couldn't afford our own place. Simon dropped out of school, went full-time at the Glaziers.That was Eric's generosity.
ああ、妊娠した後か。
We moved in with his mum and dad. They had a spare room for us and the baby, if it came. It was a nice change, time to myself, living there for those months, full of hope.
ほう。13個も見つかってる。まだ全然あるな。
From when I woke up. Okay.I woke up. Simon was already up, and he made me birthday breakfast of eggs Benedict. We both had to go to work, so we saved presents till later. I got to work, had some birthday cake. Children sang me happy birthday.
この人は何の仕事してんだろう。
The birthday meal was a takeaway, and Simon gave me his present, which I didn't mind.
これ失踪当日か
And
ね。
after that.We talked about the baby. Turned into a big
あ、
argument.
なるほど。
Simon left. I was furious. I wanted to get as far away as I could and get some space to think. So I left.
なるほど。理由はちょっと定かではないけど、多分サイモンさんが赤ちゃんを産むことに反対かなんかをしていて、おろせって言われたりしたのかな。だから赤ちゃんを守るため殺したって言ってるのかもね。もしかしたらイブとハナは。これはハナとかで検索したら絞れないというか、もう見てる。イブない。エリックを入れてみるか。ない。そうですか。じゃあ赤ちゃんは13件あるのに、ここら辺を入れても全然ないってのはちょっと不思議だな。子供？あ、見てる。何で検索してみようかな。赤ちゃんはでもまだまだ探るところがあるってことね。あ、妊娠とかはない。結構難しいな。妊娠花で見てないのあるな。妊娠で13件あるから、それが結構絞れたね。
I tried to get pregnant too, but it didn't happen. I slept with so many boys.
はいはい、花が先に妊娠した後だ。
I think my period stopped because hers had. I was pretty ill.How could we stay the same now? felt like Hannah had really fucked things up, set us down separate paths. We had become different.
でも結局流れてまた一緒の存在になったって言ってたよね。
I think it was that time, the first time at the house, in his bed, that I got pregnant. Amazing, right? This fucking magic sperm. And they say lightning doesn't strike twice. I didn't tell him. I missed 3 periods. I have pretty irregular periods anyway, but 3. I had always thought we were infertile. Both of us. I didn't tell him. Just waited. Hannah and I were meeting for our birthday, and I told her because I thought she would be happy for us both. I think she was.
ちょっと待って。あれ？私勘違いしてる。サイモンは入れ替わりに気づいてる感じじゃなく、気づいてない感じじゃなくて、なんか2人と一緒に普通に3人で、なんていうのなんて言えばいいんだろう。イブとハナがいるって認識した状態で住んでたの。
I think it was that time, the first time at the house, in his bed, that I got pregnant.
なかなかむちゃくちゃじゃないか。
This fucking magic sperm. And they say lightning doesn't strike twice. I didn't tell him. I missed 3 periods. I have pretty irregular periods anyway, but 3. I had always thought we were infertile. Both of us. I didn't tell him. Just waited. Hannah and I were meeting for our birthday, and I told her because I thought she would be happy for us both. I think she was.
わかんなくなってきた。誕生日に花と会った時に伝えたの。どういう状態だったんだこの2人は。妊娠。イーブンの方にしてみる？ない。妊娠。サイモンは？もう読んだことあるやつ。ちょっと待って、赤ちゃんエリックはおかしいでしょ。赤ちゃんサイモンだよね、やるなら。出てくるじゃないの。8個ある。まあ見よう見よう。
It's all that matters really, the baby. Simon's dead, but the baby, that's how he will live on. Our baby.
やっぱりなんか子供な気がするな、検索してるのは。ちょっともう一回見てみ
It's all that matters really, the baby. Simon's dead, but the baby, that's how he will live on. Our baby.
なるほど。これは別の人だね。
Oh, I don't know why. No, I've never cheated on anyone. I've never taken anything from anyone. Simon is dead. But I have my baby to care for. Why are you trying to make me sad? Why are you so obsessed with sex and affairs?
浮気ってのは一つのキーワードになるかな。
You cheated on your wife. Is this your thing?
赤ちゃんサイモンで絞れなくて、反対とかで出ないか。何やったら絞れるのかちょっとまだわかんないな。浮気はいいキーワードかもな。結構出るね。7個。これは全部見れるんじゃないか、もしかしたら。全部は見れなそうだな。まあ浮気で見ていこう。
She's crying, I guess. She's sad because she thought she saw her husband with another woman. But it's okay, because she finds out it wasn't her husband, it was his brother. And so it's fine.
何の話
？An affair. Simon wasn't having an affair.
短い。まあでも浮気を疑われてるのはむしろイブとハナの方だよね。
I have never been unfaithful.
まあまあそうだよね。
I've never cheated on Simon.
はいはい。
Have I ever cheated on Simon? You asked that question yesterday.
入れ替わってるもんな、絶対。情報交換はしてるんだろうね。
Simon never cheated on me. He was devoted to me, and I was devoted to him. Nothing in life is easy. We were good to each other. Life isn't a fairy tale. You do what you can.
セックスとかでも入れてみる？新しいやつだな。この5件じゃないよね。だって違うな。ってことはあと1件埋もれてるのがあるんだ。何ってやれば出てくるかな。なんか絞るおとぎ話とか。いやでもそんな1個しか残んないよな、きっと。ごめん、もう1個しか残んないよね。違う。出ない。ちょっとわかんないな、これ。何で検索すればいいかは。あと溢れてるのは赤ちゃんあたりは結構溢れてるけどね。サイモンはまあめっちゃ溢れてるんだけど、ちょっと突拍子もないけど殺人とかでやってみる？これしか出ない。血とかはごめん。結構新しいの出るな。